Hi, good evening everyone. Welcome to the Allain virtual cooking show. I can't join you in wine tonight because I'm still dieting, but I'll join you with my water. I promised you a very quick chicken and broccoli braid tonight, so I'm going to zoom through this. I have prepped up a fair bit already and I've popped it in the batter bowl. Do you remember we talked about the batter bowl? And so I'm going to show you some more fabulous tools that we have. First thing is the food chopper. It comes in 3 bits. It has a collar, a guard, and it has wings, so it flies to the dishwasher when you're finished with it. It's very sharp, and it does a fantastic job with everything. So if I wanted to do small bits, I'd do it in the little cup. I'll just pop that there. If I'm doing bigger things like vegetables, soup, that kind of thing, I would do it straight onto my chopping board. Now this is fabulous if you've had a bad day, because you just put someone's head in there and then thump the living daylights out of it. It's also a great way to disguise vegetables so the children don't know what's going into the casserole dishes that you're doing. So we've actually probably got more than enough broccoli in here. I did want to show you that. I'll just shove it in. Broccoli's got more vitamin C in it than oranges. So in here already I've got some full fat mayonnaise, I've got some red pepper that I've cut up, and the broccoli and some cheese, and I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see there, but I'm just going to chop this pepper up finely using one of our fantastic professional German forged steel knives. It's all one long bit with a bit round it to make the handle comfortable. So to watch what I'm doing here, because they are extremely sharp. This is the petite one, but they go right up to huge, enormous chef's knives. We've got everything in the range. And a lot of people actually book me for cooking shows in order not only to get free products, but to get things at half price. And a really popular item is our knife block with all the knives in it. So hang on a wee minute, here we go. Do you remember that chicken that we cooked earlier in the dish? Well, I had one half of it, one chicken breast for lunch the other day, and I already chopped some of it, but I'm going to chop the other bit of it now. The other, oops, excuse me, tripping over a stool. I'm going to chop that other bit there with the food chopper to show you how versatile, just cut it down into chunks, how versatile this is. So this is chicken, cooked chicken. Now I haven't had a bad day today, so there's no need for me to put anyone's head in here, but it's hugely satisfying when you do that. There we go, that's half a chicken breast into here, chopped up, pop it in there using one of our flexible mats. They're brilliant things as well. They will go in the dishwasher. I'll just pop it over there. So now I've got practically everything in there apart from the cheese. Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting the cheese. This is our fantastic cheese grater. That's not a button, that's just where you put your thumb, so you can actually lever this bit backwards and forwards so you can have it in different positions. And we now have our, it's difficult to do this at this angle, but we now have this attachment that goes on it because it is exceedingly sharp and we don't want you ruining your nails or cutting yourself. We don't want any extra protein in here. I'll just get some leverage. We also have a finer one in this range that is great for doing parmesan and zesty. So there we go, that's the cheese done. I've got some in there already. 2 more things I've got to add. Dill, dried dill, you can use fresh, but I don't have any fresh just now. And I'm just using our measuring spoons. These are brilliant because they go into narrow spice jars. So I'm going to put in just 1 teaspoon. I'm going to put in some garlic. Oh, and if you haven't seen the garlic press, you've got to see this. Grim loves garlic, as do I. So I'm going to pop it in here. It's our garlic press. popping it in there with the skin on. I don't have to peel it and get smelly, garlicky fingers. And all I'm going to do is press through, and there's the pulp. There's a little handle that came in the brush, and all I'm going to do is scrape off the pulp and then kind of pop the little Barbie brush bit into the holes, and there's the skin ready to be expelled into the bin. I won't do that just now, I'll do it once I'm finished, and then that will go in the dishwasher. So, have I got everything in? I forget, you know. I think once I forgot to put the chicken in properly. Pop some pepper in. Not going to put any salt in because Graham's on a low salt diet just now. We'll give it all a wee mix up. I'm using one of our medium sized silicone scrapers. We have them in all shapes and sizes. These are absolutely brilliant for mixing, for scraping out the bowl. You'll get nothing left. Whoops, I won't waste that. And I love them for cooking because they really look after your pans. They don't scratch your pans. They mould into all the corners. And then you can serve straight from the pan if you're using the spoony ones. They go to a really high temperature as well, and then fling them in the dishwasher. So that's the mixture ready to go. I'll just pop the lid on just now while I do the next bit, whoops, of the recipe. Just give that a wipe down. I'm now going to pop open a tin of croissant dough. What did I do with the bag? Here. Pop that down there. These are great. They come in different sizes. They come in sets of 3 and they're flexible, so you can use for chopping and then take them over to the pan and put them in the pan, and of course they go in the dishwasher. So here we go. This is croissant dough, which you get in Tesco and Lidl, and some Asda's do it and some Summerfields do it. Just pop it open. It's got a fresh yeast. Oops. There we go. Get that out of there. Loads and loads and loads of things you can do with this. But today, whoops, I'm just going to do a braid. Now I want my flour shaker and my rolling pin. So what I'm going to do here is, instead of making a ring or a crostata, I'm actually going to, made a right mess of opening this one, haven't I? I'm going to roll it into like 2 rectangles. And just get the rolling pin here. This is really clever for doing lots of intricate stuff because it's kind of like a delicate rolling pin, and it's much easier to manipulate than a big double-handed rolling pin. If I wanted to make croissants now, all I would do is cut these up, these triangles up, and pop them in the oven on a stone and have fresh croissants in the morning. That's delicious. I'm going to put this in half. I'll use my knife because what I want to do is have 2 equally. Ooh, I made a mess of that, but never mind. So you don't have to be a great cook to do pampered chef. So put them side by side. There we are. Actually, yeah, I'll just do this. No, just ignore me for a minute while I chatter away to myself. I'm just going to roll them together. If I was doing a bigger one on a round stone, a really big one, I would roll this out much finer, but I'm actually just going to use a very small stone tonight because it's just for Graham. Well, half of it, it's far too much for one. Popped my rolling pin out there. Just a rough triangle. And then I'm going to use a different stone tonight. I'm going to use my wee bar pan. Let's get that sorted. My wee bar pan, which we love, and you'll see shortly by the colour of it why we love it. How much we love it, I should say. Very rough triangle, but you've got the idea. So this is the one I'm going to use just now. If I'm cooking bigger quantities, I would use this one. But it's really useful because it's got a lip, which means if I'm doing anything juicy like chicken legs or drumsticks or chicken Kiev, that kind of thing that's got juices coming out of it, they don't go all over the oven. You know something? I'm going to use the bigger one. I'm going to use the medium one. So I'm just going to, I could have actually rolled out on top inside the stone. Again, these flexible mats are awfully useful for things like this. Whoa, this is going to be like a Delia without the outtakes. Not that I'm a Delia, I hasten to add. Just going to roll it a little bit more in here. And you can see how useful this rolling pin is for doing things like this. Okay, that'll do. Now we're going to get the mixture. And all I'm going to do is pop, oh it smells good, pop it in the middle here. I'm going to make a lovely braid. Actually I've made too much. What I could do is keep some back, and that'll be really nice in a baked potato. There we are. Can you see what we've done? You can do salmon this way. You can put salmon in there with watercress. I'm just going to cut slashes down the side. Gosh, I hope, do it that way. I hope this isn't going to take too long to record, because there's only so much memory we've got left on the iPad just now. I'm hoping you're going to be able to come and join us tomorrow at the Old Rain fundraiser. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to show you how to make a garden ranch pizza, and we're going to have two people competing against each other to see who's going to make the best one and who's going to throw the best pizza. So all I'm doing here now is I'm just going to twist and wind round each other. There's nothing fancy, but it puffs up really beautifully once you've cooked it. Can you see what I'm doing? And there's gaps between it. That doesn't matter. I'll just do that this way. We're going to glaze it very quickly with some egg. Whoa. There we are. And just, whoops, make a wee bit there. Can you see? Glaze it with some egg here. Oh, look, see, I've got my prep bowls and my wee bowl, my wee jug all lined up for you to give you an idea of the different sizes. I've only talked to you so far about the batter bowl, but we do a 1 litre one, and then we do the different prep bowls. They come in sets. This is our silicone brush I'm using here. I love this because it goes in the dishwasher. It's really hygienic, and it's great for the Barbie when we get it fired up, which hopefully won't be long now. So that's it ready. That's it ready to go in the oven for 25 minutes. It will all puff up and come golden brown. If I remember, we'll take a picture when I take it out and post that for you. Graham might be so hungry, we might just eat it. Now, before I go, one thing for you and Massey. These are absolutely indispensable. I use them all the time. And this is the small one, it's the small microwave cooker. And in here I've just got some potatoes from Graham. I'm going to bake these in the oven, or steam them in the oven, for about 4 minutes for those, without any water. And because I am steaming them in their own juices, they will taste far better than if I boiled them and boiled all the nutrients away. I'm also, I can eat vegetables today along with soup and fruit. I'm also going to cook our vegetables in here, and these will take about 5 maybe minutes. I'll try 4 and see how they go. Again, no vegetables, and they'll take about 4.5 minutes. Brussels, carrots, broccoli and cauliflower in there. Whoops, a little liquid comes out, but that's why there's holes in the lid. We just drain it, but there's no liquid added to it. So hopefully that will be Graham's dinner tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. So enjoy your evening and enjoy the show. Take care.